Hey everybody, back again for another video. So as promised, I'm back here to go over my top 15 pickups from 2022. And I set aside a couple of honorable mentions, about 5 cards for that as well. So these are just based on mainly market value, dollar amount, what the value of the card is, so top pickups there. Of course, there's a couple PC cards that I may value more intrinsically, but these ones are just top, strictly valuation, least to the greatest. So a couple honorable mentions though, I'll go through here, and I'll start right off with this Derek Jeter 1993 Topps gold rookie. So these were inserted, these gold variants were inserted in every pack of Topps. So a box of Topps, there's 36 packs. So not that easy of a chance. It's quite a large set, so not that easy of a chance to pull a gold. But I'd purchased a box of 93 Topps for something to rip. And luckily, I pulled a gold Jeter out of it. Amongst, I think I pulled 2 other regular ones as well that look pretty decent. So I'll definitely be sending this in for grading. It actually looks like it's pretty sharp. I really don't know if that'll 10 or not, or if there's a chance of it 10ing, but it would be awesome if it did. Anyways, it's raw right now, and it's not really making the top, but if it did get a 10, it would for sure. So, cool card there. Next up, tough to value this one for sure. I don't know. It's just an honorable mention, but I just got this back from my last submission. It's a pop of 1, so it's really hard to value. I don't think it's worth that much, but it is a pop of 1. Hopefully Turcotte does something, but you know, we'll see. I just ended up sending it because it's his French variant, but just an honorable mention. I have a Caulfield PSA 9. Didn't quite make the list there. Hopefully I was hoping for a 10 on it, but I do have some others to send for Caulfield, so hopefully I do get a 10. Significantly higher in value in a 10, of course, but there's that one. Then we have here from the last video, the Moritz Seider 10 that came back, so that would have been still a little bit under the top 15, but not a bad card to have in a PSA 10. His values dropped quite a bit over the last few months. He hasn't really been performing to start the season quite as well as he did in his rookie campaign, but he's starting to really pick it up, I feel like, over the last couple months now, a month and a half or so. So hopefully we'll see his card kind of come back a bit, but I think it was just more so dropping from the reality of you know, it being a new release, and prices are always a little inflated at first. So I think his card is just going back down to reality now. He is a defenseman, so. And last one on the honorable mention list, I don't buy a whole lot of baseball, but I wanted to pick up a couple of the Jays cards. I do like the Jays, so it's more of a PC card. And some of the baseball cards were down in value quite a bit after the drop. So market correction, I should say, after the whole huge spike in 2021. And with Bichette, his value kind of dropped. It peaked a bit last year during the regular season when he went on a big streak, but it has dropped back down to reality a little, and so I felt like it was a decent time to buy. I got his Topps Chrome X-Fractor and a PSA 10, so cool card to have. Okay, so kicking off the top 15. Let's get to it. So number 15. This is a card here. Of course, it's a PC for me, Ilya Sorokin, and you'll see that a lot of the cards in the top 15 are Ilya Sorokin for this year. But I guess I am a Canucks fan, as you can see in my backdrop here. That's my main PC, really. But you know, I do collect top rookies and a couple of individuals that I'm kind of high on, and definitely Sorokin is one of those. So cool Premier rookie patch auto, numbered out of 49. I love his signature. It's an on-card auto, three color patch, and I just love his signature there too. It's so crisp, but awesome card. And that's kicking off the countdown at number 15. Number 14, I have a Trevor Zegras PSA 10. This card here, it's just a difficult card to get a PSA 10 in. That 2021 Series 1, there are a lot of rough cut edges on it, and so I'm happy with a 10 here. Not an easy one to get a 10 in. So yeah, that's the number 14. Not a huge value card, but it is number 14. So I think I'm not sure what it is in a 10 right now. I think it's maybe around $300, somewhere around there. Just a guess, but I think it's about 3. Okay, and then also in a similar evaluation as well, these ones are all pretty close together, but is the Nick Robertson Future Watch Auto, but that one in a 10. So I just got this back not too long ago, about 3 months or so. And yeah, and a 10, if that jumps its value up a little bit, hopefully he can get some more ice time with the Leafs, and I feel like he has a lot of upside potential, whether it's with the Leafs or another team, or hopefully with the Leafs, and that he can break his way into the top 6, but we'll see. A little bit of speculation there for me, but my stepson's a Leafs fan, so not a bad thing to have a few Leafs cards there for him. Okay, so on to number 12. I have, again, Ilya Sorokin, and this one is from the last video, his OPC Platinum, and this one came back in a PSA 10. I picked this up in November at the Expo in Toronto, and that was in November. Yeah, so really happy that came back at 10, and that one made number 12. Really like this card. It's a number to 75. You can see here, number 40 out of 75. Just a new kind of variant for OPC Platinum. It's called Cosmic. Cool card. Okay, so moving on to number 11. This card here, this was included in my first submission ever to PSA, which was not that long ago. My first submission was 58 cards, 59 actually, but one didn't get graded. So I sent in a couple of vintage football cards in that submission, and one of them being a Jerry Rice. So happy with this grade, got a PSA 8 out of it. I didn't think it would get higher than that, so I was happy with an 8 for sure. And so yeah, that's number 11. Okay, so kicking off the top 10. This is number 10. This is Ilya Sorokin again. Quite a few cards with him. But this is his Speckled Rainbow Young Guns. So these are E-Pack only. And shiny looking card. On E-Pack, it takes 15 Young Guns to make a Speckled Rainbow. And this one's in a PSA 9. I'm not on E-Pack, and I was kind of, made me think that I should probably get on there potentially, because it's really hard to track down these Speckled Rainbows. There's a few silver foils around, but Speckled Rainbows are tough. I am working on Sorokin's Young Gun Rainbow, and I can't remember offhand how many there are now. There's quite a few if you factor in like his Jumbo Young Gun, his E-Pack Young Guns, his Retro Young Guns from Extended, and then in Extended there's his regular Retro, his exclusive Retro, High Glass Retro, and then his 0203 Retro. So this is the second last one I needed to complete his whole rainbow. The last one I need is his High Gloss Retro from Exclusives. So there's only 10 of those. One's on eBay, but anyways, that's the last one. Cool card. Moving on to number 9, we have Lucas Raymond Clear Cut, and that's in a PSA 9. So this one is one that I ended up getting out of a break, and it was just a mixer break, I believe, something like that, and just got really lucky. There's only a couple boxes of Series 2, and out of that, I think I ended up getting one of his Young Guns, a clear-cut Young Gun, and a Young Gun canvas or something. It was a pretty crazy break. Anyways, happy with this one, and was hoping for a 10, but really tough to get clear-cut 10s. Usually they end up coming back 9. But anyway, next card. This one is number 8. Again, Ilya Sorokin. So, as discussed about his rainbow, I'm trying to finish his rainbow, and part of that was his Young Gun acetate. And this is out of SP Authentic. I'm not sure what the print run is on Young Gun acetates, but yeah, I think it's probably pretty darn low. I don't know exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's as low as 10. When you look at the pop reports on acetates, I've yet to see a pop report of an acetate over 5. So it could be even as low as 5. I'm not sure. Really nice card. I like his darker jersey there. Just a kind of a different pose. All the acetate Young Guns are a different pose than the regular Young Gun. So as you can see from his other Young Gun here, it's a different jersey, different pose. But yeah, cool card. Okay, on to the next, and guess what? It's another Ilya Sorokin card. So here we go. We have his OPC Platinum Emerald Surge Rookie Auto, and this one is numbered out of 10. Highly sought after card for the OPC Platinum collectors. A lot of people go after certain players' rainbows in that set. I haven't quite evolved or gone that far to want to complete an OPC Platinum rainbow yet. I haven't done that, but who knows? Maybe I'll do that next after the Young Gun the Young Gun rainbow is complete. Fun to have a little project in the hobby, but this one is a really nice card. This is the first Emerald Surge that I've had in my collection, so happy to get this one. Cool card. Okay, so number 6 is Jason Robertson. So this is probably one of the larger spikes in the hockey card market this year for a player. Jason Robertson, Tage Thompson, those two are probably in the top. They were definitely in the top running for goal scorers this year, so far. So yeah, I sent in a couple of his Young Guns, and I have 1 or 2 more to send in. So this one got a 10, and it makes number 6 on the list. So nice to have at least one of his in a 10 right now. Okay, on to the top 5. So number 5, it's Adam Fox, Future Watch Auto, and PSA 10. So this one I did get in a break, and I believe the break only had, it only had 1 box of 2019-20 SP Authentic, and luckily I snagged the Adam Fox Future Watch. So I did send in, and one I had for quite a bit longer, Future Watch Auto for grading, and that one came back a 9. So this one that I recently got, I sent in and came back a 10. So I have 1 of each, a 9 and a 10 for his, but nice to have a Future Watch Auto of his. He's a great defenseman for the Rangers. If they can make any kind of a run, maybe his value would jump up a bit too, but definitely one of the top defensemen in the league. Moving on to number 4. This is just a recent pickup, along with actually the Emerald Surge that I just picked up. And this is, again, another Sorokin card. And this is his Future Watch Auto patch. Number 200. Again, on-card auto, 3-color patch. Nice patch on this one. And I love these Future Watch Auto patch cards. They're so nice. And they're pretty limited, so limited to 100 cards, as opposed to their Future Watch cards that are limited to $9.99. So great card to have. I just love the look of these, and definitely a good addition to the Sorokin PC. But yeah. So, moving on to the top 3. Number 3, again, Ilya Sorokin. Might have to slow down on Sorokin and balance it out to some other players because I'm pretty loaded up on his cards. But this is a beauty. This is his Future Watch Auto Inscribed. And for those of you who don't know, for Future Watch Autos, the first 50 in the print run, so numbered out of 999, so the first 50 serial numbered, all have inscriptions of the date. And those ones are highly sought after because they're limited to, of course, just 50. There is an exception to this. I think this year there were a few, I don't know if it was Tim Stutzla or a couple players where it looked like the serial numbers, there were still only 50, but the player didn't sign the right serial numbered cards, so the serial numbers were all sporadic. It wasn't the first 50, it was just random 50 cards throughout the 999 print run. But typically it's supposed to be the first 50. And yeah, so this is Sorokin's in a PSA 10, which very low pop on this one. I believe it's only 2 or 3 pop 10 on this. Okay, so moving on to number 2. It's Ilya Sorokin Clear Cut Exclusive. This one is extremely rare. Really hard to find. You rarely see these cards pop up. If you look on eBay for Clear Cut Exclusives, they're not easy cards to track down. It takes a long time. There's one up on eBay right now of his card, and it's in a PSA 10, which that's a pop of 1. And then the PSA 9 is also a pop of 1, which is this one. So I don't know how many they print of this card, but the speculation is that they're limited to around 5. I don't know if that's accurate. If anybody knows for sure or has heard anything different, leave a comment. But that's kind of the rumor. They don't release the print run on these, so but based on how many pop up, I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. I see more high gloss cards than I do of these. But anyways, really nice card. I was hoping for the 10, but clear cuts are really tough, so was expecting to get a 9, and that's what it is. Moving on to the last pickup of 2022. Number 1 is Cale Makar Future Watch Auto. And I sent this in for grading, not the last submission, but the one before, so a few months ago. And it came back at 9. I picked up the card. I got it maybe a few months prior to that. And was really hoping for 10 on this. And I don't know. I honestly think that, no. I mean, this could just as easily get a 10. I don't know. I'm tempted to send this back in. I don't know if I will or not, but I kind of see a really minuscule touch of edge wear on there. But I also have another Future Watch Auto that I've gotten a 10 on before that has the same kind of similar type of edge wear, and it's like very, very small. So I feel like it really is subjective to the grader on whether it gets a 9 or a 10. There is a little bit of room for error in PSA, similar to like how BGS has a 9.5 tier. There's no 9.5 tier with PSA. So if it's a 9.5 and higher, like a True Gem or higher, typically PSA is supposed to kind of round up to a 10. And if it's below that, less than a True Gem, then typically it's going to be, good chance it's going to be a 9. So anyways, I feel like this card could really go either way. Unfortunately, went the 9. It's really clean, other than that one little tiny touch that you really have to focus in on. But anyway, great pickup nonetheless, and it is an amazing card to add to the PC. I do collect some of his stuff too, So happy to have this one, and just really happy to be involved in the hobby, and had a great 2022. And obviously I added a whole bunch of Sorokin stuff to my BC and amongst some other cards. So just there's so many great people in this hobby, and I appreciate everybody tuning in here to the videos. And yeah, just everybody have an amazing 2023, and take care. Oh, and please, if you have a moment, take the time. I'll have some more videos coming up, some stuff that I'm going to try to rip, and looking for some interesting product to rip as opposed to just some blaster boxes or stuff. I'll try to find some older wax or some interesting products, and come up with some new content for everybody. So hit the subscribe button if you like some of these videos, and smash a like, and really appreciate everybody. Take care. Bye.